Welcome everybody to the Poke Battle Network. Today we have a submission of a Zodiac Cup tournament practice run. That's right. Our good friend Rhyblet has done a run with the Flash for Everyone server. If you don't know anything about Flash for Everyone, you can just host a tournament immediately or jump in a tournament. There's tournaments running almost all the time. They have about 2 going on every hour. Check it out. Flash for Everyone is a great place to get wonderful OGL practice for this new meta. Wonderful meta practice for things like Zodiac Cup here, which Rhyblet is taking advantage of. So as you see here, he's testing out a team there on the Flash for Everyone server. So be sure to check out Flash for Everyone. There will be links down below for Flash. So yes, Rhyblet is checking out a team here, and he's testing it out, and it's a triple Dragon Breath team. Now, in our first look, we talked about a lot of Pokemon being really intriguing, and I didn't think Dragon's going to be very prominent because of the ice Pokemon that should be popping up, all those Frostlasses. So it's really intriguing to see Rhyblet bring all 3 Dragon-type Pokemon, as we're going to see if it can work out for him. The team here he's got is Zweilos, Perrserker, Kingdra, Dragonite Shadow, Greedent, and Rapidash. Now, I've talked about Rapidash and that Incinerate helps against those ice, so he's there to protect it. Greedent is a wonderful Pokemon for utility of whatever you need it for, but it is there, it is neutral, and it is tanky. And then you've got that Metal Steel Perrserker rocking that close combat in that Shadow Claw, so we'll see if he's going to play with those. And his first opponent here, I like their team as well. Very good, strong start to a team here of these 51 Pokemon on the left, as you see. You've got Cresselia, Mew, you've got Tentacruel, you've got Munchlax, Greedent, and Furret. Still kind of feeling that sovereign, neutral, normal type play. I like it. I'm feeling it too. I feel like they could do really well here. So we're going to watch as these two are going to battle it out. We're going to see how he takes on this meta, as Rhyblet is going to do wonders with what a triple Dragon Breath is going to do. And we're going to see what it can work with, as he's going to get this Tentacruel, that Shadow here, into the matchup. And there we go. It is a Poison Tentacruel. Going to get all of that energy going up. Now with Tentacruel, with that Scald, you got that good debuff access. Now this is a great Pokemon. I talked about team synergy. Tentacruel now is becoming one of those team synergy Pokemon. And as you see, Acid Spray debuffing that defense. Immediate swap into Perrserker. Didn't even go for the Scald, but now he brings out the Steel type. I wonder if the Tentacruel is going to go for the Scald. No. Gonna let the foul play go through. I mean, it takes a lot to get to Acid Spray. It might take a lot to finish off that Scald, as a foul play is going to get the shield, and the first shield will go to Rhyblet, as the shield advantage is in his favor now. The Scald will go and do a lot of damage, but not all of it. Perrserker's still around. There is that Greedent, and he gets to the close combat. That's a good note to take into. If you're so low, you can take a Scald and then still get to the close combat. Especially, oh my goodness, especially if Greedent's rocking that tackle or that bullet seed, and it's not rocking that mud shot, you could definitely get there without any damage. As you see, Greedent's going to get to that body slam in time to just, before it leaves, say au revoir. That tankiness of Greedent will leave a lot of 1 HP and dreams for you there. So be sure to leave all the energy onto that Greedent so he can land those body slams and say goodbye with that damage. But it's all about the Dragon Breather now, as the normal typing don't really want to see this Dragon Breath, right? Normal typing, tackle, not going to do anything for it. The Dragon, the Shadow, it's got 2 shields now. He's feeling good. Brick Break, this is from last night, so it does have the new debuff, as you see the defensive fall happen. That Dragon Claw is going to come through and gonna take out the Furret, and it's all onto the Tentacruel. Is the debuff gonna be enough? And oh, so close. Both opponents left with shields. A lot of Dragon Breath play going out real smoothly. So We'll see if he's going to lead that. We saw the Kingdra in the lead. We'll see if that plays out. Tentacruel was really good. That acid spray really got that Xylos out of there immediately. Xylos out of there immediately. And brought in that Perrserker. Perrserker seemed like a nice safe swap too. Find out how he's going to play it out as the Tentacruel lead comes back in. Yeah. And look, there's a triple dragon line. This is what we're here, folks. Triple Dragon Breath. There is no ice Pokemon here. Maybe Mew is rocking Avalanche not Avalanche, but Rock Slide, but that's about it. And Cresselia has to be rocking that Moonblast, as the Scold's going to do barely anything to this Kingdra. The Greedent comes out, and Kingdra's going to just throw that Octazooka. Octazooka's been around. We've seen it done really well to debuff the attack of the opponent, and it gets that double debuff. So there it is. Attack harshly fell by 2 stages, as this is now not going to worry for the Xylos. Xylos going to absorb all of these body slams. As last time that body slam took Xylos to the deep yellow, this body slam doesn't even take it to the deep green, as another one might take it to that yellow here. Not yet. One fast attack. There it is. It is that way. Oh, it is Mud Shot on that Greedent as well. So that's good to note with that Perrserker from game 1 again. That really intricate close combat they needed to happen, as another body slam doesn't do it. Now this Xylos is loaded with energy. Oh my goodness. I almost saw 3 body slams. Xylos getting off 1. No shield. There it is. Will Xylos get off the second one? Yes, he will. The Tentacruel comes in with the poison again, and the Tentacruel is going to soak up this body slam. I don't expect it to give up a shield, but he does. Oh my goodness, there's not that much health left. If that body slam went through, it would have taken it to the red. Good shield by the opponent, but guess what? There's more Dragon Breath, everybody. Welcome to the Double Shield Dragon Breath show. As the Dragon Breath Acid Spray comes in on that Dragonite, double debuff. Here comes the Munchlax. Ooh, will he go for the superpower? No, he's going to bank it and save it. Can he get to the Octa? No, he's going to let this go and going to give up the shield for that body slam. Can't get to it before the body slam goes through, so he has to give up the shield, which is fine. He wants to get his opponent's shield. He's got superpower and Dragonite with tons of energy ready to go in the back and lots of health loaded, as the Octazooka is gonna debuff, and this might keep him alive. Oh goodness me, oh my. The Dragon Breath snipes the Munchlax before it could throw, and with 2 Dragon Claws ready to go, Tentacruel has 1 shield. He's ready and loaded with the energy. Not throwing right away and holding on. This moveset of Dragonite looking really good. But folks, it is looking like a Dragon Breath meta. Might need to get those ice Pokemon. As we are locking into game 3 now of this matchup. He brought Triple Dragon last time. Again, opponent leading the Tentacruel. This is what they're doing. This is why Flash is here. You want to learn a line. You got to learn a line. You got to learn these Pokemon. You need that practice. Flash for Everyone is here for you. It is a great resource to do things like this. All right, what's my Tentacruel lead do against this? Greedent now. Scold. Wow, look at that hit and gets the debuff on the Scold. Now the Body Slam is going to come through. Will it get the shield though? Tentacruel was pretty low or pretty healthy. Yep, there it is. No shield, and Tentacruel just dips knowing that it can do not much left there as the immediate swaps into the Greedent. Mudshot really not doing super effective. That's real interesting as a close combat's going to come through. Super effective. Maybe thought the bait was going to happen and lets the close combat go through. This might be a great time to let that crunch through even though you're debuffed. I like this play. I like this play. He's got the foul play ready to go. This is a great play. I mean, he had the superpower or the close combat, but he knows he's going to get a shield. Just throw the energy immediately, whatever you can push the button on. And now he's back in it, and he wins CAP here. The body slam. This is great. This little furry Pokemon is going to shake it off as it's going to throw the charge move right at his opponent friend. And Tentacruel comes back with the half health. Very interesting with the new meta and the way things have been spliced up now. This was taken into the account that things are going to be different, and these battlers are having fun learning these Pokemon. As you see, the game plan of round 1 was to give 2 shields to Dragonite no matter what. But Dragonite, you locked yourself now into this debuff. But never fear, it is Munchlax. But almost a 2 Dragon Claws. Can he get it before the Body Slam comes through? He does. No Body Slam off that licking Munchlax. This is interesting why Munchlax didn't throw. 1 Dragon Claw goes through. Oh, goes straight for the superpower after he gets the shield. Why not? He's going to KO this Munchlax. Very interesting. Now, how can you adjust your team to handle Triple Dragon? Well, there is ice Pokemon out there. Walrein, Frostlass. You've got Celio now with Water Pulse that got boosted. Lapras out there. You've got Titan and Regice. Those are great ice Pokemon that can handle those dragons. So maybe take out Furret, which didn't seem to have a lot of great play against this team, and bring in an ice Pokemon. But not for nothing, I don't see Furret having a lot of great play here, because even though Brick Break got that great new buff, it is going to take a little bit of extra energy to get there, and there are other fighting move and fighting Pokemon out there that you can use to get better results. So maybe take that Furret out and put the ice in. But we're going to get to round 2 now, as Rhyblet has won his first round of this Flash for Everyone practice tourney. To round 2 now against a well-known opponent in the Flash for Everyone server, the Jocko Loco. Great battler, always here to help practice, a tournament organizer of the group as well. So he's there to practice and learn. Look at what he's brought. He knows already ice is going to be needed, because not only are you going to have Dragon, you're going to have that Donphan that he knows that has counter, which is going to be so huge. And he's rocking Shadow Donphan, Greedent, Perrserker, Cresselia, and the Ariados that Brown Baller mentioned earlier in our battle, in our how to start in the video below, link down below for that video. This lineup here might give Rhyblet a bit of trouble, but we'll have to find out because Donphan is so good because it has that counter. Only a few Pokemon have counter, and that is one of them. And yeah, knowing that Frostlass is going to be the ice Pokemon, I wonder how Rhyblet's going to play it out. Now, he's got that Zweilous. He's got that Kingdra, right? Zweilous is good against Frostlass, puts that dark pressure down. Kingdra with that water, neutral against the ice. It's not so effective. Still effective, though. But you've got to play around that game style. And we'll have to find out what Rhyblet's game style is. He's already locked. He's loaded. We're just waiting for Jocko Loco to figure it out, as he's going to bring in the Dragonite for the lead right into the Greedent lead. I like the call for Dragonite lead. Draw out the ice Pokemon if he doesn't lead Frostlass, thinking that maybe it's a bank in the back. Okay, so Rhyblet's building it up. Greedent also rocking the Mud Shot as well here. So this Greedent is rocking Mud Shot. It is a preferred move if you want to get to that energy for sure. But Bullet Seed would be great if you start seeing a lot of these ice water Pokemon showing up. And here comes the Perrserker. Okay, game plan is build up energy, throw the charge move, you come in, safe swap Perrserker. Perrserker can do Perrserker things. No debuff. Here comes the Donphan. He's drawn out the Donphan, but guess what he's going to do? He's going to debuff himself and throw that nuke, forcing the shield. Perrserker being that utility Pokemon. Oh my goodness. Almost 1 KOs that Donphan. Perrserker shining so bright right here as a safe swap in this meta. Now comes the rapid action. This is kind of like a do what you gotta do, Donphan. 1 Incinerate went through. A Body Slam's gonna be shielded, and that Donphan's gonna be off the table. Now, I talked about Rapidash in the first looks and when we talked about it with the Ariados as well. And Rapidash is becoming one of these quiet assassins because of the Incinerate build. But guess what it can't do? It cannot take a hit, as it has to get out of there immediately. And now this Dragonite is locked in, and it is the Cresselia. Having that Cresselia, pretty sure it's a Moonblast here. Here's the thing. Rapidash can beat Cresselia and can handle it. So all Dragonite's got to do is get this Cresselia down low in a good low position, which it is in now. And maybe if this Dragon Claw goes through, maybe you can Dragon Breath it down. Wouldn't that be the strategy right here? So you get it down. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Shield this and Dragon Breath down. No! That's crazy. He might know a better gameplay, but I mean, you shield that, you Dragon Breath it down, and you've got, what do you have in the back? The Donphan? No, the Greedent left. So now comes the Rapidash with the shield, tons of energy, and Greedent just is going to throw a body slam and is going to be seen by Incinerate after Incinerate. Great job by the opponent by waiting for the first Incinerate to get a little extra energy before throwing the first, body slam, getting that little more. Maybe that helps Jackaloco at the end here. We're gonna know. Oh, and it did! Getting that extra energy got him to the body slam after the shield. That's gonna be huge, because that's gonna KO that Rapidash. Woo! Even with all of that energy, it seemed like Greedent was shining with that body slam spam here. That's why it's so good. We're talking Perrserker is one of the safe swaps. Greedent is such a safe swap too, and a great flipper of matches. We've seen it now that it's just able to take a real hard loss and flip it immediately. So we'll see how he plays Greedent here, and he's not going to lead it. We're going to lead Perrserker onto Perrserker, and this is a mind game for sure. We'll see how these battlers play it out, right? Because look at this. You could go double close combat. You could throw foul play immediately. Perrserker's got barely any health. But the thing is, a close combat will take out your Perrserker, where a foul play won't. So we'll see if the shield goes through. The shield does go through, and immediate swaps. And oh my god, an Incinerate goes through, and look at the damage. It's like a mud bomb. Foul play takes about half health of the Rapidash. Like I said, it looks like such a great Pokemon, but it's not taking hits very well. That fire is just so fragile, as a Drill Run's going to come off. We'll see if the Donphan wants to shield, and the Donphan is not going to shield. Donphan got a couple taps in. It's a hard choice. Those counters are going to add up, especially with that Shadow boost on no matter what. But here's the thing. The Shadow debuff means those Dragon Breaths are going to chunk away. Look at that health almost down to the deep, deep red, as the first charge move's going to get shielded. I like it. I like that play. As the second body slam comes through now. Oh, man, this is going to be tough. That's a Shadow Dragonite, too. That debuff's super weak. Yeah, there's a shield, too. Gets all the energy. And this is what I was thinking. Like, why wouldn't you do this with the Moonblaster? Shield the Moonblast and just farm down. Oh, they still had a shield too. It's okay. Game 1 was tough. Game 1, we saw great play by Greedent. And here comes the Cresselia. Now, Cresselia is like, all right, cool. I'm here for the Dragonite. I got the Moonblast. I'm going to be ready to go. Cresselia's got to build up extra energy. When I say extra energy, I mean almost close to, oh my goodness, forget what I said. Makes the catch. Rhyblet makes the catch, knowing that Cresselia's got to build up so much. The Moonblast on Steel, not even half of the health that was left on that Perrserker, and he just has to foul play, but he's not going to. Not going to throw the charge move, let the opponent does it, and guess what that's going to do? That's going to allow Dragonite to build up more energy with the Dragon Breath. This Dragon Breath user is on fuego right now. I did not see Kingdra or Zweilous come out. And where is Frostlass? Someone please, where is Frostlass? Maybe thinking Frostlass, you can't do Frostlass and Perrserker on the same team, especially if this opponent has Rapidash. That's crazy, right? Maybe Rapidash helps break that core up, As you can see, Rapidash has put some great pressure down, and Dragonite there gets the damage that it needs to, investing 2 and gets him back into the win column here, as it's now 1-1 on Jackal Loco 2. This is real interesting, folks, because we've not seen Frostlass at all. Dragonite's been having a heyday. Rapidash comes in right on the greeting, maybe thinking that it was going to be the Perrserker again. Rhyblet playing against his opponent's leads, not getting the leads, but still finding the win conditions with the extra energy. Oh, with that Perrserker, he was ready for it too. He hit that swap. Rapidash is going to take this. It's okay. We know it's going to take it to the deep yellow. That's fine. Oh, you hit for the Kingdra. I apologize. It was the Kingdra at the top he was tapping for. We're finally going to see Kingdra in play. Now, I feel that the Shadow Kingdra should be utilized properly, because anytime you have Shadow to add to that Dragon Breath, why not? And there it is. He called the Frostlass, and look at what Powder Snow is not doing. It's not chunking away. It's just doing fast attack damage, which is what Powder Snow is, why it's one of the best charge moves or fast moves out there. As an Avalanche will KO, there will be now a Perrserker coming in to just farm down with Shadow Claw. Or you could have seen the Rapidash come out with Incinerates. Like, this is what he wanted from Rhyblet this entire time. Rhyblet just wanted to get out this Frostlass and feast on this thing. And he's now giving his shields to that Perrserker. As Perrserker now, switch timers back up, Perrserker has the option to go to close combat. Now that there's 2 close combat, if it's going to be that greeting coming back, he hits it immediately. Here comes the first one. Will he throw the second one, or will he swap out and bank the energy in the back for the later? Because it could be Cresselia, and we'll have to find out. No, close combat, 1 KOs, and it's the Dawn Fan coming out. And you know what? That close combat debuffed it, and now the Dawn Fan's going to have to see a foul play, get shielded, and then immediately get into the Incinerator. Oh, doesn't think he can get to 3, because that is a 5-turn move, and those counters were farming up real quickly. So here's the drill run. Boom, gets the last shield, and that's huge. Can he get to the drill run in time? No. So a great call to throw the drill run immediately before he lost to another one. Can he get to the close combat? And he can. He had a shield left, so his opponent wasn't going to throw energy, because that would just sneak in another energy for him. And Rhyblet gets to the close combat. Perrserker going Berserker up in this unhinged meta. Oh my goodness. You know what? If I'm Jackal Loco, I'm not mad about anything here. This team I'm playing is solid. It is so good, and I feel so confident. Rhyblet had a squeak out magic at the end there. Magic. Just to get it. That was an IV dependent loss, and he just barely won it. So GG's to both battlers, as Rhyblet now will go to round 3, learning a lot on these Pokemon. Dragon Breath really starting to shine, but folks, Perrserker is no joke. Having a hard time. That Dawn Fan was real tough. That was real tough. Maybe Rhyblet looks into getting some ice or something there, maybe to fix more of that Dawn Fan issue. But as you can see, he's up against a Cresselia again. Hisuian Quillfish, which now has that Aqua Tail boost after this Wonders of the World. The Gallade, who got Cycle Cut in this Wonders of the World. Don't know if it'll be rocking Counter, though. We'll have to find out. Then you've got, or sorry, not Counter, Confusion. Then you got the Ariados greeting again in the Dragonite. That Shadow Dragonite with that Shadow Dragon Breath was so effective for Rhyblet. We'll see if he knows how to play against it, against Silveragito. How he's like, again, it's so interesting, these lineups, because if you think about it, Kingdra just looks so strong, because if you get Dragon on Dragon, Kingdra's going to neutralize that Dragon matchup. So we're going to look right now, we're going to get right into it, and it looks like Dragonite into this Perrserker, and Perrserker gets Dragonite to leave immediately. Going to just build up for the close combat and swap out right on the body slam. What a catch. Xylos now doesn't have to worry about seeing that Dragonite, doesn't have to worry about getting Dragon Breath down, gets the debuff though from the crunch. You know what though, gonna put that Dragon Breath pressure down onto that Greedent, which Dragon Breath is there for. Again, we saw it in round 1, really handled those neutrals. It looks like Greedent has become the strongest neutral, shining most out of everybody at the beginning of this first look, right? There's still Munchlax, that was a great opportunity. Staraptor, no one's even tried out Cast Form yet. With that Rock, Weather Ball Rock, right? That would be super effective against dragons. So here we go. Greedent gets the last throw in, but with just a little HP. We know that Rhyblet will kind of just farm that down and just get to what he needs to. Oh no! Not enough. Still extra health as a body slam will come through. And we see that the steel typing Perrserker, don't fret. The Dragonite comes back out. 2 foul plays, 2 close combats. You know what? I like this call. Right, you don't need to nuke yourself or debuff yourself with the nuke. You can go foul play here. Dragonite is so weak, it can't take a hit and then almost gets sniped. Oh, holy moly. Now, will this Ariados be rocking the Shadow Snake? Will it be rocking the Cross Poison? Looks like that's a Cross Poison. And it is. It is that Cross Poison. Does the Cross Poison boost it up? No, it doesn't. Look at what Dragon Breath is doing. Like, even giving up a shield. Come on. Give up the second shield and then just throw everything with all the energy. You know it's going to be a lunge coming down. Another Cross Poison. No, all the energy is gone. There are 2 shields left on your opponent. Oh. We'll have to see how he plays this out, as there are a close combat. Oh, I guess Dragonite doesn't really have much health left, does it? It walked away with just a sliver. Will it be enough? No, as the Dragon Claw is loaded for the Dragonite. Not enough. So close. Oh, he knew too. That's why he didn't throw. He knew he had to get this thing down to nothing and hope that Dragonite could get Shadow Clawed down. So we'll see how Silver Agito adjusts, gets the first win. Rhyblet, again, with the right plays, the right calls. Perrserker, if you want that kind of play, folks, that's all on you. I'm feeling nothing but heart problems coming from it, right? It's like 1 HP in a dream can win you the match. 1 HP in a dream can lose you the match. It's all over the map. So if you want to start learning Perrserker, I suggest start doing it now. And I hope your ranked is at the end of the month so that you can at least get through all of that anxiety. As Kingdra is going to see this Hisuian Quillfish, now with that boosted Aqua Tail, has access to Ice Beam and Shadow Ball as well. Want to know what this Pokemon trainer does and decides to play with. Because Ice Beam against Dragon looks really good. But this is Kingdra, remember? It's the Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse does over half of Kingdra's health. Now Kingdra is in the red as the Outrage comes through. Octazooka wouldn't do much with debuff, hopefully, but he's going for the nuke. Go broke or go home. Ain't that right, folks? As he takes that philosophy and takes that Quillfish out. The Dragon Breath. Come on, Dragon Breaths. And now it's a Dragonite, maybe Dragonite violence coming through, folks. It is. Because of that early Dragon Breath, had to get it out. That Dragonite is not as healthy as it was in the last matchup. We'll have to see how it plays out, as it's now all going to have to be shielded on this Greedent. First shield comes through and Dragonite gets out of there immediately, which means there's a superpower waiting to be locked, loaded, and thrown at that Greedent. Greedent's going to hit it. This Perrserker with the crunch, no debuff, and that is actually going to be huge, folks, because those extra little bit of health, again, we've seen Perrserker win and lose with 1 HP, so not getting that debuff could be the win or lose 1 HP, as now we're going to see 2 close combats getting shot off one after the other. There's the shield. Last shield, there's the last close combat, and not in time for the body slam. Greedent still showing how it's just such a prominent threat here, but the Perrserker double debuffed, and that Dragonite has no health, and yes, that looks like payback for game 1. Must feel good having that. As we're getting into the third and final battle here, lots of things to take into thoughts, right? Like, you see all of these dragon. Again, where is Cresselia? It is ranked #1 on PvPoke in this meta. Yeah, I understand we're afraid of Perrserker, but you're bringing in Greedent, which isn't doing as much, and then you're getting Dragon Breath down. So, if you're going to bring in Greedent, gotta bring in that Cresselia. Gotta bring in something to handle these dragons because they're going buck wild. And I wouldn't be surprised after this video, Triple Dragon goes off. Because the Nut did it back in Timeless, and we watched those Triple Dragon go off in Timeless Cup after that. So be afraid of Triple Dragon now, or start putting yourself with all of the Frostlasses, or Titans, or Laprases, or Walreins and Celios, whatever ice Pokemon you want. As the lunge is going to be super effective onto that Zweilous, gets the debuff, and now Zweilous is now in the red after a few more auto attacks there. Here comes the first charge move. It is the Dark Pulse. It gets shielded, and there's no swap. It is 1-1. This is the final battle for the win of the tournament. Now, we've seen great teams. Look at that. That Greedent, Cresselia, Ariado's core, really strong, shining bright here. But Triple Dragon's just putting on that fast pressure. So, it looks like maybe ice might be needed. Or rock. You know, there's Crawdilly and Armadillo out there. As another lunge is going to get this Perrserker. And Perrserker's just going to take this debuff. And we're going to see Hisui and Qwilfish come out. And you know what? We're already debuffed. Why not throw another debuff? Get the shield, and then bring in our favorite Dragon Breath user, Dragonite, who we've seen be shielded 2 times. Look at the damage. That Qwilfish is only going to get 1 shot off, and it's going to get shielded. Ooh, Qwilfish, that is not good. It is the Aqua Tail. I would have loved to have seen what the damage does, but we'll have to see as the Dragonite takes it down. Again, it was Ariados there at the lead. It threw the energy, so it left without some energy, without all the energy. It's going to come back. It's in the red. Can he do it? No, because he left with barely any energy. He got fed down. And now it's double superpower, double close combat on the Greedent. On the Greedent. This Perrserker has put Cresselia into check. And it's like, yo, bring out your Greedents, folks. And Perrserker's like, superpower or close combat, foul play, whatever you want. I'll send it off to you. Look at that. The superpower debuff takes it out. And Greedent doesn't even need to bring out the Perrserker as Dragonite takes the final round. Oh my goodness. What an interesting display of battling all around. We saw 4 different teams. And each of these teams, the battlers brought in different play styles. Yeah, the last 2 that Rhyblet went against kind of had a similar core, but they had a different thought process. One wanted to ride on the Hisui and Qwilfish and the Gallade, where the other felt more comfortable with the Frostlass, which, if we would have saw Frostlass, would have been a lot better. But, well, we don't know that. We don't know if it would have been a lot better, but it definitely put a lot more pressure, as the Frostlass did lose game 3 for him. But that Perrserker, if you take anything out of this, the Perrserker is gonna go off. It's gonna go ham. And I think the Perrserker with Triple Dragon just might be the 4 core that you need for this Zodiac Cup here. Good luck out there, battlers, as we're going to have more Zodiac stuff coming your way here at Poke Battle Network 1, bringing you all the fun and the action of DevonCorpsGGs. Be sure to find your ranks and check out your locals, as we now have some great, wonderful tournament leaders showing up and giving us amazing fun, just meta tournaments that bring out different Pokemon for us to play with. Thank you all for watching the Poke Battle Network. Be sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel for all the fun and action here, as great things are coming, changes are happening, and we are excited for everything that's going to be coming your way. Thank you all for watching. Like always, keep on battling.